All right, Brad J with video log number 5. Checking in here. Day number 5, video log number 5 from South Korea. Pyeongchang Olympic Winter Games. I was out here for 3 weeks for that. Home for a week and back out here for 2 more weeks for the Paralympic Winter Games. All right. You know what? I got to confide in you. Okay, first off, the first 3 weeks of the Olympics, amazing. No problems whatsoever. Everything was cool. But I finally had my first altercation and my first run-in with someone. It just happened yesterday. I shouldn't really be telling you the story, but I think I'm going to tell you the story anyways. Okay, so here's what happens. Okay, during the Olympic Winter Games, I was at a different location announcing snowboarding and a few other sports and skiing too as well out there. So Paralympic Games, I switched locations to a new place, right? So it's a completely different mountain than I was used to. I hadn't been on the mountain before. So the first day I get there, I decide, you know what, I'm going to go take a lap. I'm going to get up on my snowboard, go to the top of the mountain, and come all the way down. The problem is these mountains are closed to the public, so they're not open at all right now, okay? So I get up to the top of the mountain, and I'm about ready to go, and there's all this talk saying, oh, the mountain's closed, no one can go down it right now, and I'm like, for heck's sake, I'm the announcer. All I want to do is take a look at the course. I just want to take a look at the course and see the turns, see the banks, and all that stuff. Yeah, sure, of course, I want to get a run in too. So, all right, so here's the deal. So I go to the top of the mountain. They're telling me it's closed. I figured, you know what? No one's going to call me out. I'm just going to go for it. So strap into my snowboard, and I start snowboarding down the hill, right? Nobody on the hill, not a soul in sight. This is kind of a long run, so I'm going down, and I'm staying close to the fence. I'm trying to stay off the main course, so if they're trying to keep the snow in good condition for the racers coming up, I get it, right? So I'm trying to do the right thing. So I get to this one area, and there's about these 5 Russian dudes that are they're course workers, right? So they're keeping the course in tip-top shape and just making sure it's safe for all the competitors. And they're doing a good job, right? But all of a sudden, this one little scrawny Russian dude, speaks no English at all, comes running up to me, chasing me on my snowboard, almost tackling me on my snowboard. Like coming right up to me, right? And I was going to stop anyways, and he's yelling at me, yelling in Russian. I don't even know what he's saying because he's doing it in Russian. I don't speak Russian. Even though I spent 7 weeks during the Sochi Olympic Games, I know like da. And that's like yes. That's really all I know, all right? So he's yelling at me. He gets up to me. He's actually screaming at me. He's turned red-faced. He's spitting. He grabs my credential. This is the credential that you have, right? He grabs that credential right there, and he starts to try and take pictures of my credential. So now he's grabbing my credential. He's taking pictures of my credential. He's getting on the phone. He's yelling at someone on the phone. I'm like, did I just cause an international incident? I'm trying to tell him, I'm an announcer. I'm just trying to do my job. I'm here just looking at stuff. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to check the course out. But he's just going off on me, spitting and losing his mind, calling someone. Like he's trying to get me removed, right? That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get me actually removed from the event. So I'm like thinking to myself, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, what do I do? So here's the deal. So I keep telling him I'm an announcer. I tell these other people, okay, look, hey, help me out here. Can you speak English? No one speaks English at all. So everyone is just like trying to bail out. Finally, someone on the phone tells the guy like, to probably let me go. And so they let me go. I get out of there, and I snowboard back down the mountain, come all the way down, and I'm talking about my story while I'm having lunch, and there he is, the same guy that was spitting, screaming, yelling at me. He is right there in the exact same spot, eating with me. And I look at him, he looks at me, and gives me this dirty look, but it didn't go any farther from that point on, and it was my first altercation, so I just decided, you know what, you might want to take it easy right there. So I'm just going to kind of watch what I do, stay off the course when I don't need to be on there. But my first altercation, and for a second there, I thought I was going to get kicked out of South Korea, but it didn't happen. Everything turned out good in the long run. So just be careful out there. You never know who you're talking to, and maybe follow the rules. If I learned anything from this, that's probably one of the lessons I've learned on that. All right, that is my video log number 5, day 5 here in South Korea for the Paralympic Winter Games.